You know, we are 37 days away from WrestleMania. 37. Hold on for a second. We are 37 days away. You know what's funny? Being 37 days away is even though we're in WrestleMania season, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't. It feels like we're more along the lines building to a filler pay-per-view. And yet we're supposed to be building to WrestleMania. But here's the reason why it doesn't feel like a WrestleMania that we're building to. It's because pretty much you're giving fans something they don't want as the main event. As the closer of the show potentially in Lesnar and Reigns, because just like with Elimination Chamber, it's too predictable. They can see it a mile away. And you can't blame any of the fans for feeling that way. You can't. I mean, yes, on the bright side of things, as much as we hate to say this, Lesnar and Reigns is a big money matchup. It's an attraction. We get that. There's no doubt that from the casual fans and all that, you're going to make big money. I mean, Lesnar is still a big name, and with word going around that he might probably go back to the UFC, there's a lot of intrigue in it. So yeah, you're getting the attention you want on that match, and you're making it feel like a big money fight. But even with that said, it just doesn't feel like a WrestleMania that we're building to. And WrestleMania is supposed to be the grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania is supposed to be the Super Bowl. It's supposed to be the World Series, the NBA Finals, you name it. And yet it doesn't feel like we're getting to that. It doesn't feel like we're building to that. However, as I thought about wanting to say what I was going to say, I came to a conclusion that right now, you got 6 main event matches, as crazy as that sounds, that could help either hurt WrestleMania or it's going to help escalate WrestleMania to being what it's supposed to be, the grandest stage of them all. Of course, you have Lesnar and Reigns, which could probably surprise a lot of people match-wise, because according to a lot of people, the last time they went one-on-one at Mania, it was good. Yeah, but that was 3 years ago. But still, if it can succeed in being good, in proving people wrong, then, hey. And hey, more power to them for proving us wrong. More power to them for that. But yet, you also have some other matches. Now, despite all the monkey wrenches they're trying to throw in and all the, ooh, this could happen, the other money match that's on the table is AJ and Nakamura. We know that. And WWE would be foolish not to at least make that the match that comes before Lesnar and Reigns, or maybe even surprise us and put that on last. But that is a big money match up there. So that's 2 main events. But then you also have the other big money match, the mixed tag match. Ronda and Kurt, presumably, against Triple H and Stephanie. This is a match fans want to see because it's Ronda Rousey's in-ring WWE debut. And it's a match people have been wanting to see because they've been wanting, once and for all, for someone to finally give Stephanie her comeuppance. To finally put Stephanie in her place. As well as you, once again, whether you like it or not, you get Triple H and Kurt Angle, who at times could have, depending on the situation, a damn good match. So that's 3 main events. Then you have Asuka. Now, just like with the WWE Championship 6-pack at Fastlane, WWE is trying to throw us off the trail. They're trying to make us now believe, oh, she's going to challenge Alexa and not Charlotte. But from what I understand, the plan is still for Asuka to face Charlotte, and all this, oh, she might go after Alexa kind of deal is nothing but a red herring. Because mainly what that's probably going to lead to is some kind of confrontation and misunderstanding between Nia and Alexa. So you got another big match, money match, for the women in this case, when it comes to Asuka and possibly Charlotte. So there's 4. The 5th one, as strange as it sounds, is Hardy and Wyatt. Hear me out. The reason I say it's a big matchup is because it may finally show us, or not show us, but it may finally culminate at Mania with the WWE debut of a broken Hardy, of a broken Woken Universe matchup known as Final Deletion, or some kind of Final Deletion, Apocalypto, Delete or Decay like style match. That's what it could end up being. A matchup that pretty much is pretty much the blow off at Mania, could pretty much be the WWE debut of a Final Deletion Apocalypto style match that we've seen in Impact Wrestling. And the reason this makes it a big money matchup is because no one would ever think they would see something like that in WWE. But yet, take a look at the facts. The fact is we have all the pieces of the puzzle together now. JB, the Hardys, they got better production values they can utilize, you name it. So as much as a lot of people don't want this feud to continue, the blow-off is going to be worth it, and it's going to be a big deal. Because they're going to basically see at WrestleMania, if they go this direction, the debut of a Broken Universe style matchup or confrontation in either a Final Deletion or Apocalypto style match. And then the other match is John Cena and The Undertaker, or some rumors are saying John Cena and Rey Mysterio. What's the point of putting Rey Mysterio in there if you're trying to plug Cena and Undertaker and you're teasing that? I don't know. I don't get it. Again, the teasing of Rey Mysterio is to try to throw us off the trail. WWE is paying, let's be honest, WWE is paying off this Jonathan guy of Sports Illustrated to try to throw us off with these red herrings. To try to throw us off with these red herrings so that we won't guess what they got planned. And give them a lot of credit. It is a smart move. But yet right there, if they stick with the plan, Cena and Taker is pretty much confirmed. So you have 6 money mega matches, 6 money-making main events headlining WrestleMania right there. But then you think, okay, that's good, but that's still not enough. Even if the mega money-making main event matches, it's still not enough to help save Mania, right? Well, that's where the undercard comes in. And this is where these matches could come into play. Nia and Alexa. This could be a WrestleMania moment style match. Because this could be a moment where not only Alexa loses the championship, but she loses it in quick fashion. Think about it. Think about it this way. Alexa could stand up as soon as that bell rings. Alexa could reach out her hand, shake Nia's hand, think, okay, all things are good. You can just let me walk away. I'll get counted out. You'll win the match, but I'll still stay champion. That could lead to a moment where Nia, after she shakes the hand, doesn't let go, lifts Alexa up, boom, hits her with a Samoan drop, 1, 2, 3. WrestleMania moment right there. Quick matchup. That matchup makes record-setting women's championship matchup. Alexa loses a belt. Nia is reinforced as the dominant female on Raw, as the new Empress on Raw, if you will. That can help salvage because you're giving us a WrestleMania moment. The Intercontinental Championship is up for grabs at Mania, there's no doubt. We're either going to get a triple threat match with Finn Balor, Rollins, and Miz, or we're going to get a fatal 5-way with Elias and Strowman thrown in there. But here's where this Intercontinental Championship can save them. By tradition, over the past several years lately, the match has always been some kind of ladder match. So expect that to be announced, whether it's a triple threat or a fatal 5-way. Expect that matchup to be announced as a ladder match. And expect a new Intercontinental Champion to walk out. And if it's announced as a triple threat ladder match or a fatal 5-way ladder match, That'd be great. Heck, it could be a fatal 4-way ladder match if they decide to add Strowman to Reigns and Lesnar and make that even bigger than it already is. And a lot of people wouldn't mind Strowman to be added to that, because pretty much that would be a saving grace. Because if WWE doesn't want to have a riot or hatred or backlash thrown at them after Mania, putting the belt on Strowman is probably the best salvageable answer. But anyway, expect a ladder match, whether it's a fatal 4-way, triple threat, or fatal 5-way for the Intercontinental title, with Miz against Strowman, Rollins, Balor, and Elias, or Miz against Balor and Rollins, or Miz against Balor, Rollins, and Elias. Expect that. Then the U.S. Championship could be another multi-man match. Right now it's centered on Rude and Orton, probably the biggest feud Bobby has had since he's been in WWE. And it's against Randy Orton, a surefire Hall of Famer, 13-time champion. Expect Orton and Rude to continue this into Mania and add in the two guys that's not going to win the WWE Championship at Fastlane, that being Ziggler and Corbin. Expect those two to be added to the fray, and you have a regular fatal 4-way or 4-way elimination match for the United States Championship. Then you have a match that could be the main event of the undercard, Sasha and Bayley. But this time you could have the roles reversed, with Sasha being the babyface and Bayley being the heel. You're pretty much hinting and indicating towards that already. And that could basically be the match that headlines the undercard before you get into the main event featured matchups of the night. And you got the story there, and everything's prepared and ready to go. And it'll definitely get people excited whether you start the show off with that match or you have it before one of the featured matches of the night. So that'd be pretty cool. Then you'll have the tag team championship situation. One of them is going to end up on the pre-show, the other is going to be on the main card, and the one I believe is going to be on the main card is going to be the SmackDown Championship, SmackDown Tag Team titles, because the Usos are pretty much coming out now and saying they've never had a real WrestleMania moment, even though they performed at Mania, but mainly on the kickoff show, they've never truly had a true WrestleMania match. So now is the opportunity to have it against the New Day, or have it this year. And if they're rekindling the rivalry with the New Day, and now you add in Hopper and Rowan, into the picture, the Belgian brothers, then expect a triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles to be part of the main card at WrestleMania. And of course, expect a new Cruiserweight Champion to be crowned, and expect the Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn thing to come to a head, whether it's Shane against them in a handicap match, or if the tables are turned and it's Owens and Zayn. And Shane accomplishes what he wants by having those two go against each other. There you go. So basically, along with the 6 main event matches, you would have the matches that I just mentioned that could help salvage and make WrestleMania the grandest stage of them all, as it's meant to be. The Bayley-Sasha match, no doubt, is really what could headline the undercard and really get people excited and on their feet. That's match number 7. The Cruiserweight Finals, match number 8, let the Cruiserweights do what they do best. The SmackDown Triple Threat Tag Team title match, 9th match of the night, definitely could probably get people excited, especially when you have the contrast in styles. The Intercontinental Championship, no doubt, will be in a ladder match, whether it's a triple threat, fatal 4-way, or fatal 5-way. The U.S. title will probably be defended in a fatal 4-way or 4-way elimination with the participants that I mentioned earlier. So you have Sasha, Bayley. You have the Cruiserweight Finals, that's 10, that's 8. You have the Tag Team titles, that's 9. The SmackDown Tag Team titles, that's 9. You have the Intercontinental, that's 10. You have the U.S. title, that's 11. And then round it out, you either have Shane McMahon in a match against either both Owens and Zayn in handicap, or along with a partner of his choice, possibly Daniel Bryan if he's cleared. Or or you have Zayn against Owens, and then like I said, the Raw Tag Team titles will probably be a multi-team matchup on the pre-show along with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Overall, those 12 matches on the main card, the 6 undercard and the 6 main events are the ones that I truly believe can help make this WrestleMania the grandest stage of them all if WWE doesn't screw it up. Those are the ones that can help this WrestleMania rise up like the phoenix from the ashes and prove all the doubters wrong. But it's up to WWE to make that happen. All those matches that I mentioned, I know everybody watching would agree, potentially have that potential to do so. But let me know what you all think down below. Comment if you like. I'd love to hear from you guys. DALYXMAN, OTRSCENTRAL. Love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you all think down below. What your thoughts are on the matches that I've mentioned, featured main event wise, and undercard wise. The 12 matches I've mentioned that could probably help salvage and help WrestleMania go from being underwhelming right now to being unbelievable and beyond expectations. Let me know